Oh, Henry, stop it. Not now. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I'll see you later. Hi, nerds. Fancy meeting you here. That's right. I am supposed to be recording the news for this week. Funny thing is, our episode got stolen this week by another podcast. Our director of media here at Dungeon Studios, Michael, the shisty bastard. Well, him and his cohort, Jeremy, you'll see. Just make sure you stick around to the end because this juicy little tidbit makes an appearance. Now, just don't mind. Just excuse me. Hi, Henry. So nice of you to join me in here.
But yeah, Jeremy, this is it.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, well, it is where we do all of the business here at Dungeon Studios.
A lot of corridors.
It is extensive, but I know my way around. Don't worry.
I can't wait to get my hands on a podcast.
I know. It just works out so well because I know the podcast's here.
Wink.
And not wink. It's easy pickings this week, Jeremy, as we travel through Dungeon Studios. I've already stolen the game, although that was a different era. So I'm thinking we might pivot a bit. No, Jeremy, not that door. We're not ready for that one.
What?
No, that's Fables from the Forgotten. We'll steal that
But
one.
the door handle's so cool.
I know, Jeremy, I know, but we're not ready to steal Fables yet.
There's a gargoyle on the door, man.
I know.
It's asking me questions.
I designed the door, Jeremy. You don't have to tell me about it. But anyway, no, we're not ready for that one. Actually, there's a podcast here that I'm really excited to steal because we have a lot of stuff that we can use for this one. It's Nerd Newz.
Oh, it just looks like a classic high school door with a little glass rectangle on it.
Well, I mean, we're working on it. We're gonna get a really nerdy door for this one. But yeah, just in there.
What's in here, chess club?
Hey everyone, welcome to Nerd Newz. This is your host, Amber and Russell. And today we're going to talk about Wizards of the Coast. What else are we going to talk about? There's been issues left and right. By the way, we have our counter over here. Usually it's at 0, but I guess it's been a week since the last time we've had some kind of issue with Wizards of the Coast. I don't know. Maybe we'll dial it back to 0. Let's look into the news right now.
Oh, hey, Amber.
What?
Hey,
What?
Are you in the middle of an episode?
Yeah, get out of here. I'm trying to record right now.
I got her, Mike.
Who's that?
Jeremy, no!
I got her. She's struggling, but I got her.
That's not
Yeah, a couple gut shots.
Amber, I'm so sorry. Jeremy, stop. Let go. Let go. Jeremy, let go. Jeremy, let go.
I got her.
Let go. Yeah, I know you did a very good job. But
Grab the podcast, dude.
Put the bag off of her head. Take the bag off of her head.
All right.
Amber.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm so sorry.
Who's this?
That's Jeremy. That's Jeremy. Jeremy, stop it! Jeremy, stop it! Jeremy, no! Let go of her. I know her. We're
Mike.
friends.
Oh,
This is Amber.
We are friends, right?
hi, Amber.
Yes, we are.
Nice to meet you. Never mind.
Jeremy.
Why do your hands smell like cereal?
I was just eating Cocoa Puffs in the hallways. They got them in Dungeon Studios down in the. They're actually it's like
That's
a
true.
startup. It's very friendly. They got basketball down there, and
Yes,
arcades.
we know. We're very familiar, Jeremy. You didn't need to do that because I know Amber. Amber, I spoke with Josh. He wants me to run Nerd Newz this week.
I didn't get the memo on that.
Well, of course you didn't because it's Josh, right?
Fuck. Yeah.
So no need to worry about running Nerd Newz. Me and Jeremy got it covered.
Well, nice. Now I can go back to the Dungeon Studios hangout room and kick my feet up and have some Cocoa Puffs.
That's right.
Mike,
If Jeremy left me any.
she's real lucky that she went along with this. I would have grabbed the bag again.
What are you talking about, Jeremy?
I'm gonna grab it.
No.
Start talking about whatever they want. They're looking for some skill and treasure to hunt. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast.
Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast.
Stole from me.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Jeremy.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing peachy.
Throws you off every time, huh?
I hate it.
Yep, here we are.
I'm opening my mouth and all of a sudden it pops out of yours instead, like
So-
I'm some sort of ventriloquist dummy.
Hey, guess what, Mike?
Yes.
We're stealing a podcast today.
We are stealing a podcast today.
Yep. And it's probably pretty familiar to you, bud.
It's very familiar to
It's
me.
Nerd News
Nerd Newz.
from Dungeon Studios.
Sup, nerds? Welcome to Dungeon Studios. Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast.
Today we have a guest.
We do have a guest.
Yes, he's an author.
A.G. Flitcher. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hello.
Oh, so regal. Hello.
Yes.
Yes,
Hi.
indeed.
Yes, I'm a writer. Yeah.
I love it. I love the energy. So, Nerd News. Wait, should I refer to you to AG or should I refer to you as Andre? What do you prefer?
Andre AG sounds a bit stuffy.
Indeed, it does. A bit stuffy. Andre, we're here talking about nerd news and stuff, and you seem like you're a nerd, probably, I would guess.
Some things, yeah.
Well, okay. What sorts of things are you nerdy about?
What's the nerdum, dude?
Yeah, what's the nerdum?
Probably anything to do with Stephen King and Harry Potter.
Ooh.
What if you mix the two? Like
Oh.
all of the broomsticks came to life and
I've
started
been in
murdering
Hogwarts
everybody?
this whole
I've
time.
done that. I've done that with my writing, actually.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, like my series, Boone and Jack, is Stephen King if he wrote Harry Potter.
So
I
the,
love that concept.
so the tree, instead of grabbing cars, rapes people.
Rapes people. Is that part of Stephen King that you're writing about?
No, but I have this I call her the Spanish former killer, called Maya Mira, and in the final book, she's on this beach looking over one of the characters, and she's just staring at her maniacally, like she's fucking John Wayne Gacy.
Oh God.
So
So this is part of a series, correct?
yeah, it's a five book series, and actually I'll know probably next week if I won a fantasy series award.
Hey.
Ooh, hey, hit the button. There you go. Hey, good job, Andre.
So what is it? Do people have to go out there and vote? Is it like a council of elders?
Oh, it's definitely a council.
Is it a council of elders?
Wish, man, I wish I had that kind of pull. No, no, this was like basically a year process where we submitted in the fall, and then by April, they have a little shindig in Washington, but it's
An
always
orgy.
too expensive.
Hey, they
Yeah,
call it
an
the
orgy
first
of
door,
private-
Mike.
I don't know about an orgy, man. They're all a lot older than I am.
Oh, old people love orgies.
Well, if
They
you really
I don't want
they
to.
invented them.
I don't want to see that much sagging skin.
No, well, no one does.
well, I think when
Except
you
for
get,
the people at the orgy, I guess.
I think when you get to that age, you just see past the folds. I think you see past it.
It's all feeling.
Yeah, you're just like,
What can turn the lights off? What can my body touch?
it's like how I look at you, Mike.
Yeah.
And even with your beard and that you're much older, like you look
Much
like,
older?
than when I've known you my whole life.
There you
so
go,
I
okay.
can see you and you just look like Mike to me. You've always looked like Mike.
And
right?
as do you look like Jeremy?
And then it's the same with when we get elderly, right? That
Oh,
we,
yeah.
we see people our age and they still look like us. We don't see the full. It's the 19-year-old that goes, ew, old people orgy.
Andre, were you born in the 80s?
No, I was born in the 90s, man. I'm in my early 30s still.
Oh, okay. So you and Jeremy are probably closer.
I was also born in the 90s, Mike.
Yes, you were. That's why I
Back
made
to
the
you,
comparison.
Mike.
I was born in the late 80s. I'm not so far behind.
No, me and Andre here are old souls.
I'm a young soul.
No,
Yo, it's a bad generation. Woo woo.
me and AG are from the generation that said hard work is gay. And then they told us we weren't allowed to call it gay anymore.
Yes, I remember.
Can't say that. Can't say faggot. Can't say midget.
Mike, I wanted to call our fans the faggots, but Mike said that was a bad idea.
I did. We went with majizzies, which is arguably worse.
I said my PCs and not my jizzies.
So what got you, what was it, we know the authors that inspired you. What made you actually sit down and go, I'm going to write something?
Right.
Honestly, when I wrote Boone and Shack, it was just me basically trying a bunch of things in one shot. And then I was like, okay, I've had my practice. Now let's see what else I can do. And now that I'm practiced. So I wrote this horror novel called Black Rose Cocoon, which was my way of like doing like a palate cleanser from what I did. And then I'm going to start working on a new fantasy series called Pendulum of Krazul, which to me is very Stephen King-ish. I even, like, this is a nerdy thing about me, if you want to know. I'm always looking for first edition books. So I got first edition of Stephen King's It and Talisman.
Oh, what about Cujo?
Or Mein Kampf?
I have first edition Cujo and Christine.
But not Mein Kampf.
I'm sure Hitler would be proud if I had that.
Well, actually, Jeremy, Andre here is a Canadian, so they know more about war crimes than anybody else.
Well, I sure do appreciate your help on Juno Beach. Thank you.
We know world history, not American world history.
America's the only one that's worth a shit, right? History-wise.
Yeah.
Remember all those 20-year-olds sat around in a bar and was like, fuck the English?
All the other world wars don't exist. We're not involved. It doesn't exist. Don't mean shit.
Franz Furta who? Franz Furta who gives a shit?
So we wanted to bring you on a little bit of a ride, Andre. Have you seen the new Fallout show?
No, but I plan to watch it.
Are you a Fallout gamer?
Man, I wish I could be as involved in gaming as most people are, but no, man, I haven't played video games since I went to go see my sister last time. We played this really weird video game called Trumpet. Do you know that Nintendo Switch game? Where you basically play
Trumpet?
No, I thought I was gonna say. Have you heard of Mario Party?
I haven't played games since Mortal Kombat 3.
Because the way the game works is that you'll have these tiny little controllers that you would put on a Nintendo Switch, and you're trying to press the right notes. So everyone who is not musically inclined is trying to play this fucking shitty trumpet song, but it just sounds like cats trying to meow at the same time.
It's the best description of a game I've ever heard.
I think my sister took a video of me because I hadn't played video games in a long time. I'm like, this is my first reintroduction to gaming.
This is fucking bullshit.
Everyone's laughing at you, pointing.
Everyone's doing a great job, and you're just making the God damn it, Andre! Get with the fucking flow, Jesus!
You throw your controller. Throw your controller across the room. I'd like to see you write a book.
You're right. I'm an artist in a different way.
Let me be me.
Fuck, guys, calm down.
All right, so Fallout happened. Well, he hasn't fucking seen
No,
it, so
so
no.
nerd him. Move it on.
Yeah,
Stargate SG-1. Go.
you into it?
Stargate SG-1. Jesus, man. I think I feel like I'm the anti-nerd now. I'm just like, no, I only read polished books. But I mean, I don't know about it because of Big Bang Theory. That's the only inclination I can give you.
Well, then let's go to one of your inspirations, Stephen King.
Oh, good call.
That's a nerdum in itself.
There's a whole nerdum about Stephen
Absolutely.
King. Oh, The Shining. It.
Pet Cemetery.
So how did you feel when Tim Curry was a crazy clown? Were you terrified the first time you saw Tim Curry pop out as a clown and eat children?
Yeah, because I was probably only 9, and there was this. I was in a very tiny, I was in a tiny little elementary school with not even 40 kids, and we had our first sleepover at the school, and they were like, let's wait for the teacher to leave and watch whatever the hell we want. So we watched. I think we watched
Bold.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wow.
And then followed it with It after. So I'm like, I've never been exposed. I was just like, I'm gonna shit my pants. Why am I shitting?
Is this real?
So you went to summer camp and basically turned it into the fucking, what is it? What's the fucking book? The little piggy gets hit by a boulder.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies. You turned it into the fucking Lord of the Flies. Oh, Piggy deserved it. The boulder.
Yeah.
To be squished by all those children.
Fine. A bunch of boys on an island. They're gonna build a shelter.
They murdered that little kid.
Well, he should have fucking kept his little mouth shut.
So you Lord of the Flies watched Nightmare on Elm Street and Stephen King's It.
Yeah, and funny you said. I think that was how we ended it. I think we watched Lord of the Flies at the very end.
The irony.
Oh, so you went to bed laughing. Good.
That fucking kid.
You went to bed with hope. That's good. Shut up, Piggy. Give me your glasses. I have to make a fire. Mike, so what was your horror movie, Mike? He had his
Friday the 13th.
That was your first?
Yep. That was my first delve into adult horror. Was watching Jason Voorhees pop out and murder teenagers with a machete.
Wait, so it was the second one?
Huh? Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the first one, it was his mom.
Yeah. No, it was with Jason.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because
Very
he's
early
boiled
on.
up from the lake.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a man now.
It must have been 1997.
The lake was a big uterus. Just gestated this deformed, horrified child and made him a man.
Right?
Yeah.
I always thought that
He
was
died
weird.
as a little
And then
boy.
he just growed. He grew into a very large 6'4" guy
From his mother's love, Mike.
in a lake.
His mother's love can do anything.
Wonderful things.
And I was born.
My first scary movie or R-rated experience was Starship Troopers, and I was so terrified with the bugs sucking the brains out of people.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
the
Starship
needle was in
Troopers,
their
that
head.
was early for
Yeah.
us too. And you see these very graphic death scenes.
Yeah.
And Starship Troopers was one of those movies where they started to bring a lot of CGI into the gore aspect. And so it was really graphic, intense, but horrifying dismemberments and things.
They were sucking out our memories and shit. I was like, is this real? I was just in a room with older kids and didn't want to ask stupid questions.
Right?
So I was just scared. Bug things? Can bugs do that?
What was the first movie, Andre, that you ever saw that was widescreen? Where it was the black bar on the top and bottom of the screen.
I don't know about widescreen, but I do remember my first. I know I already said my a horror movie, but I do remember watching Child's Play. This is gonna be a really weird setting for you guys to know because I'm Egyptian. I saw Child's Play next to the Dead Sea and on an outdoor cafe on an old 80s TV, and it was very grainy. And I remember just like not knowing, I didn't know what I was watching until I see fucking Chucky come jumping up and like soaring through the air and then stabbing the mom. And I'm like, what am I watching?
I don't know if Chucky ever really caught me like that. I was never too scared of the little doll. I always had the idea you just like kick it. Because you could always, like, Chucky would get kicked and fly down a hallway.
Yeah.
And then it gets back up, right? And comes after you again.
But the problem is he goes off into the shadows and then you don't know where he's at.
But that's because people keep hanging out.
Right? Because they're still there.
Yeah,
they can run faster than a doll.
You kick the doll and get away. They don't. They kick the doll and hide behind the door. It's the
Stupidest thing.
yeah. They gave him time to rejuvenate, get back up, grab a screwdriver.
But you know what's so weird is like, okay, he loves to bite people.
He
And
does.
they're just like just letting him do his thing and trying to get him off of him. Like, how strong is this doll? Like,
And we all
how is
know
rubber-
you pinch the cheeks.
Well, I mean, Ant-Man is very small, right? And he still has very powerful moves when he's small.
He does. Chucky is supposed to have the strength
Of the
of
serial
the
killer,
serial
man.
Yeah, he's supposed to have that strength.
Yeah.
But he still has the little arms and the little, like, it takes 7
It's like
steps.
fulcrums,
for him
right?
to get- yeah.
Like
yep.
you still need that boost of like having an angle and being able to move stuff. It doesn't matter how strong the tiny arms are.
Would be funny to see like Chucky in a Home Alone, where Chucky's defending himself
From
with horrible traps in a little house.
from local PD.
I don't know. Maybe they've all become dolls. It's all open in the air now, Mike.
Oh yeah,
They can do whatever they want.
Just turn into little nightmares.
Everyone in town has become dolls.
Well, I wanted to bring up some. We are on Nerd News. That's the show that we're stealing. I did
And
want.
you're dressed as Freddy Krueger.
So, Jeremy, what did you think about Deadpool? That's a new trailer that hit and was very exciting people on the fact that Deadpool's finally entering into the official MCU with the access to all of the IP. In the trailer, we got to see the giant Ant-Man costume filled with skeleton, as if it's like some sort of big building type thing. And what do you think about that?
About Deadpool.
Entering in the MCU and having access to all the IP.
I mean, cool. I hope it's a fun movie.
I think it's hilarious because obviously, based on the trailer, they're going to bring into the whole like alternate reality thing. So they'll be able to take all of these iconic characters and then skew them into whatever they wanted to do in the writing team.
Well,
which is
unfortunately, Mike, as a man in my early 30s who loves a bunch of nerdy shit from his youth, Hollywood has made me an old cranky man. So who gives a shit? I hope it's good.
okay.
If not, that's what I thought. I hope I laugh a couple times.
I hope that for this Deadpool, they don't go joke.
Yes.
Because then it kind of desensitizes you from the punchline, where you don't have the time to react to each one because you're laughing the whole time, or it's like there's no pause for you to like forget the joke that's previous to that one. That's why like the last one was good, but because they were trying to cram as much like fucking fourth wall as possible, that it just kind of made me go, meh. I mean, it's you're doing it so much that it's watered down now. So I hope that with this one, they try to like surprise you as opposed to like trying too hard to be funny.
Oh, good call.
Break up the comedy, make a good action, dramatic story.
Yeah,
There's a
'cause that
lot
would've
of
been
dramatic
the-
material there.
Yeah.
Between Deadpool
Yeah.
and Wolverine, there's a lot of depth
Yeah.
that could be.
It's
But
like-
if they just go,
It's like how they added a lot of comedy in Demolition Man when it was a
No.
very action-based movie.
no, I immediately have to disagree with you. Just
What are you talking
Stallone
about?
is a hero, is a national treasure. Anyways,
But what I'm saying, Jeremy, what I'm saying is in Demolition Man, there was like the whole seashell scene. See, that
No,
was
that's-
that was comedic relief.
that's good.
Rob Schneider.
No,
right?
it's good. It's if this new Deadpool came out and it was joke, and it was the first time we saw that in a superhero movie, it'd be great. But that's not. That's what we have now.
I don't think that it's gonna be joke.
No, I hope not.
I don't think so.
Like Andre was saying, I hope
Yeah.
that they spread it out.
Well, the thing with Deadpool is the concept of the whole fourth wall breaking, concept.
It's a
where
wink and a nod here and there.
Right.
Yeah.
And as long as they maintain that, where it's very, it's a rarity,
Yeah.
it happens maybe twice in the movie, then that's going to be perfect.
But
so you got to maintain that balance.
I think the comparison you said specifically with Demolition Man is that that's a standalone movie.
Yeah.
It's its own universe.
Right.
It could have been joke. It could have been whatever it wanted to be. It's
Everything is Taco
standalone.
Bell.
But
That's funny.
but when it comes to the MCU, they went, all right, quick-witted joke from the superhero. The audience likes that. So now all of the superheroes are quick-witted, hilarious people who make jokes. It's just constant jokes nonstop. They kind of dropped the actual story writing, in my opinion.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I hope that Deadpool does better, but also, who gives a shit? Because fuck the MCU. I'm glad I grew up with X-Men and Spider-Man on cartoons. I'm glad I had that, and that was good.
And that's all I need.
They fucked it all up for me. So I used to like Star Wars, kind of.
Well, we're all battling several different Spider-Man. Everyone's got their own Spider-Man, like they have their own Doctor, and we have 3 different Hulks.
Right.
We have all these. Is that what you're talking about?
It's whatever.
As they bumble through their ownership of the property.
They just we all got excited, especially, us 3 in our age group. I think we all got excited that they started making movies about this stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then they went, "Oh, let's open it up to the entire mass."
How did you feel when they made the first Iron Man movie, Andre?
It was actually kind of underwhelming. I prefer the second one.
Okay.
It was a good introduction
Mickey
to
Rourke.
like a mecha suit.
Oh, was it?
But okay, I see. Yeah. No Mickey Rourke for me, please. If I wanted to see a leathered old lesbian, I'd go somewhere else.
He looks like Joan Rivers. Have you seen Mickey Rourke, Mike?
Yeah.
With all the plastic surgery?
Yeah.
He looks like
I've also seen Mickey Rourke when he looked normal back when he was younger.
Handsome boy.
He was a handsome
a
guy.
handsome boy.
He looked normal and perfect. Yep. And then all of a sudden he turned into this gelatinous blob.
Well, he had that heartthrob thing. Right?
Yeah.
He was the new Hollywood heartthrob guy. And then he was like, I have to be young forever.
Like a greaser. Yeah. And then
There's a rumor that there might be Avengers versus X-Men movie.
fucking finally.
They
I hope that if they do,
Well,
this is what I mean by Marvel overcrowding characters in a movie that I don't like, because it feels like they're trying to include too many people within whatever budget they have that you can't really focus on anything. You just see 30 plus people in one shot. I hope this pays off, because otherwise it'll just look like someone was money hungry. It was let's put everyone in here and all the nerds will just love it. It's yeah, but I don't know where to look now.
Yeah.
They think the audience is stupid. Look at this guy. This guy's playing this guy. Put them all on screen together, and you won't think about the story.
X-Men's owned by Fox, which is why X-Men haven't entered into the MCU super officially.
Yeah.
And Sony owns Spider-Man, and Spider-Man Marvel has made a deal with Sony to use Spider-Man in a bunch of their shit, and then Sony makes a bunch of money as a result. But yeah, Fox has straight up, and that's that's why the whole Deadpool thing, they can only get rights to X-Men, which is why only X-Men appear in the Deadpool movies up until now for Deadpool 3. So now Deadpool 3 is official. This is their official entering into the MCU, which is why their access to all of that intellectual property is huge for the story. Because before, when they were making their Deadpool movies, they only had access to the 21st Century Fox IP, which was X-Men, right? You know, Juggernaut and X-Men and whatever has been in X-Men movies.
Yeah. I did like the meta moment in the first Deadpool where we could have X-Men in this movie, but you can't get the nice ones for that long. So there's not enough money in the budget.
Yeah. And then they finally got Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Goals.
Of eating chicken and broccoli, and he has to do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, whatever. I hope it does okay. Fuck it all, dude. Burn it all to the ground. I don't give a shit.
Jeremy.
I'm done. I'm tired of it. You know what I do? I go back and watch the director's cut of Lord of the Rings.
And Call the Conqueror.
And Call the Conqueror. I jerk off and watch Beastmaster.
Yes, it is I, future Michael. Thought you were rid of me. Alas, you are not. I'm here to tell you about Dungeon Studios, makers of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons modules, and other shows, such as the one that's stolen today, Nerd Newz. They also have The Game, and another podcast. It's an audio drama called Fables from the Forgotten. Be sure to check it out. Ah, yes. Our theme song is by William Lanham Music. You can check him out at William Lanham Music on YouTube. And past, Michael, you neglected to mention that Disney had acquired various Fox subsidiaries such as FX, 20th and 21st Century Fox back in 2019 after a 2-year negotiation, you fool. Ha ha! What's your go-to, if you have an older TV show that you got to watch, something a little nostalgic, something a little
you can
fantasies,
put it on anytime.
Let's put that in there. And what's your go-to series?
For old series, probably the mini TV series of it. That was a TV series, right?
Yeah, it was a 2-episode special.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just a 2-episode special? I thought it was a lot more than that. Okay, that doesn't really count then.
It's a 2-episode. I mean, you can watch that over and over again.
What was it, the 9th Kingdom? The 10th Kingdom?
The Tom Cruise?
No.
Legend?
No.
Where there's a devil in it?
No.
I guess one would be, I think I would say Roseanne. It's been a while, but yeah.
Nice choice. I did not see that coming. We just interviewed somebody about Nerdum. That's why we're in the nerd sphere.
Yeah. Well, we're also stealing a nerd show.
Yeah, but Roseanne, that's interesting. It is rewatchable. It's episodic.
I mean, think about the lore. The lore building in Roseanne.
There is. I mean, well, it's subtle, and then they fucked it at the end. But yeah,
that was the time where writers, like especially sitcom writers, actually knew what the fuck they were doing when it came to balancing drama and the comedy line, where
absolutely.
They would have the serious episodes whenever needed, but it didn't put you down. It's more like
wasn't it I'm sorry, the specials. They called them the Sunday night special or whatever. It was like you'd have an ad. It was like, this family's gonna tackle this issue. And episodics would do that. Roseanne did that. There's a few episodes where it's like AIDS or whatever. Like,
AIDS.
Yeah, whatever big issue was going on, there was like a special episode of this family-friendly show you'd watch. They do a real deep topic every once in a while. Roseanne was famous for that.
I think after the early 2000s, any sitcom that tried to survive being on a network after that just didn't work. So like, I'm watching Modern Family now, and it's my first time ever watching it, and I'm like, wow, 2009 was still like a good period of sitcoms that were able to still walk that line without you wanting to to punch somebody. Like my favorite episode I've watched so far is when the actor Ed O'Neill from Married with Children. There's
Great
this
show.
therapy episode where they were tricked by Gloria into doing a couples therapy altogether, and Jay, I love how she has Jay. He actually has his first like vulnerable moment where he talks about his dad issues after being such a rough and tough guy. And I was just like, oh shit, okay. So he's not just the typical, the asshole that he played in Married with Children. He actually has the chops still at his age to be sincere as both a comedic and dramatic actor. So
Character depth, creating arcing stories for all of your characters. Interesting concept that we don't really see too much anymore.
How I Met Your Mother. That was good.
I don't know. I only watched a few with you.
This is a good show.
I didn't like the conclusion to that show. The way that show ended made me really mad.
Yeah, it's not for most people.
How did it end? Let's spoil it. I don't know.
The show was called How I Met Your Mother, and then we finally find out how he meets the mom. And then, well, I'm not spoiling anything because it's a super old show, but yeah, she fucking dies, and that's why he's telling his kids the story of how he met their mother.
Oh, so they ran out of ideas?
I think that,
damn, how many seasons?
No, because the kids, you have to remember, Jeremy, that the children that they hired that they are interviewing at the beginning,
yes,
they did the entire series of recording with those kids for, a year. And then they got the entire series worth of, because they didn't want the kids to age while they're telling the story.
Yeah.
So for 10 years worth of the show, they had these kids that they shot the entire series with to tell the story. They knew how the show was going to end. They didn't run out of ideas. That was the original ending of the show. So by the end of it, they have the same kids that they've been talking to the entire time. They knew the ending to the show after the first year of filming.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and they had to keep their mouths shut.
Huh.
I kind of get it. I think they were doing that for the sake of budget, where they only they want to pay these actors to just do their job and then go away. Because it would be weird to have to pay two actors like a few days of the year, and then they just go back to whatever else they're doing.
Right.
Well, you're a writer, Andre. You're a writer. Can you appreciate having and sticking to a plan 10 years in advance?
No.
No?
Because
yes.
No.
Yes, Andre. Yes. Cook.
No, because it's like think about fucking Stranger Things with all the time gaps that they had with writing. If they were to stick with what they originally wanted to do, or even or at least an outline of what they wanted to do from season 1 to 5, then it would feel very restrictive. For we are doing this one storyline this way, as opposed to we're going to go season by season and see what happens. And
that's a story-driven show, Andre. That's a story-driven show. We're talking about comparing that to a comedy.
It's in episodic. It's comparing it to your weekly episodic show where there's
How I Met Your Mother was linear in a sense overall,
right?
But it was standalone episodes most of the time. You know, about the story of Ted Mosby having shenanigans.
It's Seinfeld.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's an episodic. It's Seinfeld. It's Roseanne.
And Stranger Things is like a movie start to finish.
Okay.
I guess they did. They started packaging miniseries as shows, as episodics.
Yeah.
But it is a miniseries, just like it is a miniseries. 2 episodes.
Right.
Hour and a half each, something like that, to make a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, I get the point you're making. I guess, you're saying, is it logical to do a 10-year plan in one shot? To me, as long as everyone is on board with that, in terms of whatever structure you do for that period, and do episode by episode, then it's just going into work every week and wondering what's going to happen this time. So I mean, planning it out for the 10-year period, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how funny or how dramatic you want to be during that period, and how do you want the evolution to go for the characters, like how slow or how fast. It doesn't matter, because if it's a comedy, you don't always focus on big character arcs in the cinematic sense. It's more about how funny can we be and which way can we turn.
And also, if you something that you may not have also considered, they were not on contract for a full 9 seasons when they started their show. They like every other show were relying on ratings and performance in order to be renewed year to year. So they started with the long game, hoping to make it through the end of the story that they wanted to tell, and made it through all the negotiations moving forward to get all the seasons that they wanted to tell their story.
It's a terrible show.
How I Met Your Mother's not a terrible show.
It's a terrible show.
It's not a terrible
Everybody
show.
hates it. AJ hates it.
That's not true at all.
AG hates it. Andre hates it. I hate it. It's a bad show.
It's fine. You don't have to like it. And neither does Aiden. You don't have to like the show.
Neil Patrick Harris is a funny guy. He's a funny guy, Mike.
Okay.
The show blows.
Okay. Well, he did not carry the show, in my opinion.
Terrible.
I love the show. I love it.
That was dragged out.
It was not.
Could have been done, and if they really wanted to commit, it would have been a one and done.
Season one episode? Oh, one season?
One season, 24 episodes, done. Would have been it. Here's the complete story, and America would have loved it. You know what America does now? Doesn't give a shit about it. You're the only one who carries the flag of this dead show. There are more people rewatching a USA show called Suits, which I've never seen.
It's a good show.
They love it.
Psych is a good show, too.
Psych's great. You know what no one's talking about? How I Met Your Mother. Because no one gives a shit. There's barely a meme.
It's an old show.
It's a den. Dead in the water. So,
AG. Did you guys see the parody they did of How I Met Your Mother on Family Guy?
No. I did not, no.
They basically said that How I Met Your Mother doesn't really have jokes. It's more like situational jokes as opposed to actual jokes. And I think it was only Barney that actually made like sarcastic quips, and everything else was like situational. Like I said, I thought that was funny because Stewie comes in at the end going and says, "I don't get it. What? How is this funny?"
It's like going to a stand-up show and the comedian just throws out setups with no punchline. It's like a comedian comes out and goes, "Dating's weird," and everyone laughs. There's no punchline. And
I
then,
disagree.
Well, then Barney does his Sheldon, his own personal bazinga, right? Which makes the audience laugh. Barney will go, and everyone goes, "Ah, typical Barney." Next scene. Yeah, it's a terrible, terrible show.
It's not.
Mike loves it.
It's a great show. Marshall was actually my favorite.
Yeah.
Jason Segel.
Judge Reinhold. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
He looks like the guy. He looks like the guy from Beverly Hills Cop, Judge Reinhold. Mike, pull it up on Google. Judge Reinhold nude.
Well, okay.
What a classy guy.
Are you saying that Jason Segel looks like him?
Just like him. Look at him. Like they're definitely related.
It does not look like they're related.
That's Marshall from How I Met Your Mother.
When he's younger, okay. It's pretty close. I'm not gonna lie.
Beverly Hills Cop, everybody. So when it comes to, because we got on this train earlier.
It says Judge Reinhold, American actor.
He is. It's a good description. He's not a Canadian actor. He's not a Scottish actor. He's an American actor. So when it comes to Mr. King, what's your go-to book?
Ooh.
Oh, good question. Well, I want to reread it. That's why I got the first edition, because I know that the edition that I read the first time, I don't know what the editor was thinking, but every interlude was completely all italics. It hurt my eyes. I was like, why would you? That's such a weird editing choice. But also, I know that there's some things in the first edition that I'm pretty sure were cut out from what I read. What was so interesting about that story is that at that time, I don't know why he was fascinated by this bravery. I guess he liked using the N-word.
Ooh.
Like he had that in like half of his books. I don't know if it was just a less censorship time thing, but the way he tackled different subjects at that time of his career was pretty ballsy. That's why he was such a controversial writer at that time. And I still don't understand why he had that fucking child orgy scene in the in the sewers.
And that's all the kids had to, all the underage kids had to fuck the underage girls so they could learn friendship.
Was this you talking about It? The
Yeah.
original It?
Yep.
The gangbang scene?
Yeah, they had to, it wasn't an orgy because the boys weren't fucking each other. It was gangbang. It was a bukkake gangbang on a 12-year-old girl in a sewer. To show friendship and connection so that they could fight.
Yeah, it was that, but it was also what Stephen King did to defend himself. He said it was also because of some weird legend that he created, saying that in order for them to leave the sewers, they had to leave their innocence behind. And he's like, "What else is there but sex?"
Oh,
it's
so it's like Wicker Man. If only he fucked that fucking person in the shed, he would have been fine.
And then in the movie, in like the newer movie, they're like, well, we can't show that, but we have to do something.
They hold hands.
They hold hands. And then he kisses Beverly. That's it.
Oh, all these hundreds of years, all we had to do was hold hands. That's crazy.
Togetherness.
I thought we had to fuck a 12-year-old.
We are the world. So when I saw Judge Reinhold, all I could think was the Santa Claus.
Is he in the Santa Claus?
He's the stepdad guy from the Santa Claus.
Oh.
Wait, no. He was the other guy. Wait, was it Mrs. Doubtfire?
That was Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, it was Pierce Brosnan.
That was James Bond.
Yeah, it was James Bond. Yeah, he was in the Santa Claus. Christmas magic.
Well, welcome back to the conversation, Mike.
Hello.
We were talking about child rape in a sewer.
Well, we don't have to. We can move on.
I liked Pet Sematary, but
I like that too. You know what? I don't know if you've seen the remake of the Pet Sematary movie. That was the first time I actually got up out of my seat at the very end. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And why did you do that?
Are you talking about the new one that just came out?
Not the lines. What's that actor's name? The last like movie remake, not the streaming one. I think it was 2019.
It's when they remade the actual. It's just Pet Sematary. They remade the actual Pet. Okay, yes, I have seen that one. Not nearly as terrifying. The sister.
No, but like
the new one.
What I thought was a dumb director's choice is to have only Gage be the non-zombie family member stuck in a car going, why is my family looking at me like that?
Ew, wipe your face. Gross. Get away from me.
I think we should make breaking nerd news now.
Breaking nerd news
breaking
now?
nerd news now.
Okay.
We ask
Mike, can you insert a news noise right here? Like typewriter.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's already playing. So we ask every guest that we have on this show the same question. Okay. Are you prepared to answer this question?
I am.
Who is better for your own reasons? Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, God, Jeremy, I'm so sorry.
Well, I've got news for you. You're mine now.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Jeremy.
Ask you. And I did what I had to do to win, but somebody wouldn't let us win.
Oh, all right. And for your own reasons, why have you chosen Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Because Stallone looks gross now.
Okay, that's your own reasons.
Purely physical.
There.
Stallone is still on TV. Schwarzenegger's hiding, not putting himself on camera. I'm sure he looks better. Whatever.
What's the show he's in, Stallone?
Family Jewels.
Oh, that's right.
Rock of Love. I don't know.
The Italian Stallion.
It's him and his family. Him and his beautiful family. His beautiful, beautiful daughters.
Well, like to me, it's because Stallone he's just acting and he's not like admitting his age. Where Schwarzenegger is, he said like in a couple interviews that he doesn't. He's becoming humble finally. Despite his like he still wants to be fit and everything, but he's not like Stallone, who's trying to just to maintain the same physique he had when he was in his prime.
Yeah, I also do not value hard work. You got a point. You have a point.
Oh.
If you're 70, it's okay to slow down.
Yeah, why make another TV show to take care of your grandchildren? Fuck that. Fuck a maid and have a bastard child that you don't claim. And leave him out of your will. Also, your dad took part in Crystal Night. Whatever. The dude lifts really heavy weights. He's about 1.5 feet taller than Stallone, too.
Oh, Jeremy. So sorry.
Who are they to protest me, huh? Who are they? Unless they've been me and been there and know what the hell they're yelling about.
So another Schwarzenegger win. I'm pretty sure it's like
You might as
19.
well just give it up halfway through the year, dude.
No,
Fuck
Jeremy,
this.
you're gonna get us a mass of Stallones. I can feel it.
I'm moving to Jean-Claude Van Damme, dude. I'm going independent.
Oh,
I'm going third-party system, dude.
Oh, okay. I think less people have seen Jean-Claude movies than either Schwarzenegger or Stallone.
Yeah, but he's so flexible.
Well, he's very famous for his weird split thing.
Well, and he can dance.
Supposedly.
Have you seen Kickboxer?
No.
Pretty good.
Is it?
It's pretty good. Might pull up a clip from... Hey, do this at home, too, Andre. Pull up Jean-Claude Van Damme dancing Kickboxer.
Okay.
Put it into YouTube.
So, Andre, where can people find you? How can they find your books? How can people purchase? How can people build on the lore that you're creating? How can people get involved and support you and enjoy your wonderful content?
Through my social media with the same handle which is Age of Flitcher for Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Okay.
And I've already seen that Jean-Claude Van Damme dancing video, by the way, so I don't have to look it up.
He's got the moves, dude. I'm trying to figure it out. Trying to woo
He's got the moves and the weird eyes.
You got to make your bug eyes. That's how you hypnotize them, dude. You go bug eye. They don't like eyelids over there. You see that, Mike?
Yes.
You see what I'm doing?
I am Jean-Claude. Yeah.
I thought,
Hello.
is Swedish.
It is I, Jean-Claude Van Damme. I look into your soul as I flex my thighs.
I thought you were going to go do an Arnold voice for Jean-Claude.
It's me, Tracy Morgan.
It's so bad. I heard you do this when I was frozen in carbonite.
You heard while you were frozen in carbonite?
I heard you do the fucking Tracy
What
Morgan
did you think?
shit.
I figured you'd have my back.
It's so bad.
I figured you'd have my back.
I'm not even afraid he would ever sue you, Mike, because it doesn't sound anything like him. Yo, hey, I'm Tracy Morgan. Gabagool. Fucking, what are you doing?
It's me, Tracy Morgan.
Sound like Tony Soprano on a whippet.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we are MajizzyPod, MJSYPOD on all the things. Go to our website, majizzypod.com. Follow us on social media. Give us 5 stars on the podcast platform you're plopping us on right now.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And support the show.
We have a Facebook. Go there. It's the only way that I know that people are listening. Because they're liking and commenting. I don't know. If Mike tells me, he swears that people are listening on Spotify. I can't tell. So, fucking, someone left a comment on YouTube. I saw.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Oh, they gave an updated version of what they believe should be the next Star Wars casting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were doing Danny DeVito.
Yeah, damn, I'm still sold.
I don't know how you didn't bring Ethan Hawke into it.
I don't know who that is. What? That's a joke.
Holy shit.
I know who Ethan Hawke is. Ethan Hawking's the famous physicist.
Yeah, yep. It turns into Hulk.
Okay. Yes, you can call or text the show at 903-287-0660.
Mike, we have a voicemail. Play it.
We do not.
Oh, all right. Well, edit that. We have merch. Buy it.
Yep. Stickers and magnets.
Stickers.
Majizzypod.com.
Mike's going to start changing up his wardrobe. He's going to be putting up his old wardrobe on the merch shop.
Oh, I am. This striped shirt that I'm wearing.
I'm going to sign that horrible shirt that I hope you never wear again.
$2,000.
The pocket doesn't match the rest of the shirt.
It doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense.
But there's stripes inside.
It doesn't make
sense. Secret stripes.
The only people who can see that are the people who are like, why would he wear that shirt? They stared long enough.
Well, they have to look inside the pocket.
We are Majizzypod.
True story.
Go check us out.
We hit a treasure. There's clues.
No
gold,
one gives a
silver,
shit.
Diamonds.
There's actual diamonds in the ground that
The
were buried,
thought lost to time, legendary Blackbeard's dildo.
which we cannot sell as merch, apparently.
No. That's
Separate
for the
tax laws.
That's the treasure finder.
Can't
Gets to
call it a
enjoy that.
dildo.
I can, and I will.
You got to sell it as like a novelty tchotchke.
A billy club. is really,
Blackbeard's Billy Club.
Yep. That's really what it is.
We should make miniatures.
Someone worked really hard carving that dick. While they cried to themselves.
It's amazing the creativity that could be conjured through a divorce.
While watching The Witcher. While watching reruns of Hymnium.
I love you, Mike.
I love you too.
I love you, Andre.
I love you, Andre.
Love you too, man.
It was pretty dope. Hey, what do you think about the Israel-Palestine conflict?
All right, Jeremy. All right, Jeremy. Bye.
Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast.
Flitcher.
What a fun episode.
Himself. Was shooting the shit and hanging and maxing.
That guy's got a lot to say.
He's got a lot of stuff going on, that gentleman. What a great episode. Talking about what we did, Fallout, other things.
Palestine.
Really? Did we go into, probably not. Probably not.
There was a lull. I'd imagine there was a lull somewhere.
Amber! Jeremy, you didn't fucking take the bag off of her head?
I forgot.
You left a bag on her?
Let me get it off of her.
Oh my god. Chest compressions. Oh
no.
Wait. Oh god. No. It's Henry Cavill. Show her pictures of Henry Cavill.
Okay.
Show her pictures of Henry Cavill.
Here he is. Superman. That's not working,
my
Mike.
boyfriend. Oh, thank God.
Oh, she's alive.
Oh, wait. Is he still having a baby?
Yeah, no, of course he is.
God dang it. All that for nothing.
I'm going to save this.
All that for nothing?
I'm going to save this picture of Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia for myself.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. I just watched season 3.
What a strong chin.
What a great Witcher.
He's got a big
What
build.
do you think, Amber?
Oh, God. Well, I guess I'm really not open to sharing him, so it's either the Cocoa Puffs or it's the picture.
Oh, hey,
Jeremy.
Amber, real quick. Schwarzenegger or Stallone? Who's better?
Oh, Schwarzenegger, for sure. For sure.
Oh, shit.
And I did what I had to do to win, but somebody wouldn't let us win.
Wow.
Oh, Jeremy, I'm so sorry.
You set this up again. This is
I
another
did
coworker.
it. She had no idea. Amber, did I talk to you about
What's
Schwarzenegger?
No, I had no idea.
What's next,
she had
Mike?
no idea.
What's next? You're gonna get your fucking maid on here
Jeremy,
talk about what are you
Jeremy,
gonna do
have
next?
Tools? You have tools? Call your friends next. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
for the next month straight. We'll be interviewing roofers from across the country.
Okay, what did I just get in the middle of?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. Here's Nerd News back. It's yours and Russell's whenever you want to take over.
Thank you. Can I have that bag back? That was kind of relaxing.
All right, Amber. Here's the bag back. Here's the bag back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, she's beating herself up.
She likes it.
Oh no!
Yeah, I knew I was onto something.
Jeremy, you started something that was not anticipated. No. God damn it!
That was great.